What's up YouTube? Welcome to New Parents in Training. So today we got two sets of earbuds from TECNO. So they sent us this, I believe they call it G01 true wireless gaming earbuds. I have reviewed TECNO earbuds before. If you want to go check out that video, I'll link it on top so you can go check it out. So they sent me in two different colors. So one in white, the other one in black. So today I'm going to unbox it and then to test out to see how good in terms of gaming wireless earbuds they are. Okay, anyway, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Alright, so first up, let's open up the white one. So this earbuds, they are HD sound, gaming mode with 60 millisecond low latency without lagging or disconnection. And this also use Bluetooth 5.0. Here we go. Here we have instruction. All right, here is the earbud itself. And so they tell you there are more accessories underneath the box, so make sure that you check everything. So let's take this out. Ooh, this looks cool. You open it up, it lights up on the side. This is pretty cool. Alright, so they have a film here. You have to peel this off in order to start recharging. So let me do that really quick. Alright, just a little tiny blue film. And they have one for each ear. Yeah, so in order for you to start recharging it, you have to take the film off. Alright, the rest of the accessory, they have more earbuds, ear tips for you to choose from. And then we have a USB-C cable. Ta-da! Alright, so it doesn't come with any charger. I like the lighting. It just keep changing color. Alright, so that was the white one. Now check out the black one. Alright, I think I like the black one even more, just because how the color scheme is. We have instruction. Oh yeah, this has a much better premium feel to it. Look at this black. What do you guys think? The white one or the black one? I'm leaning toward the black one. Alright, so let's see the accessory. A black USB cable and black ear tips. Alright, so here are the two side by side. And this is what it looks like inside. So anyway, let me go charge them up and test them out. Alright, so after some time of testing this, let's talk about the earbuds. So for one thing I want to mention is that this model number is actually G01, not G01, as I mentioned in the earlier of the video. So in order for you to connect the earbuds to your device, all you need to do for the first time, just open up the lid, turn on the Bluetooth on your device. Your Bluetooth on your device should be able to see the earbuds, and then you can pair it by clicking on it. So the whole process is very straightforward, very simple. Some of the things that I really like about this earbud is the lighting. Once you open up the lid, you will see the light flashing on the side. So it appears to be random, which is okay. Now, when you plug it into charging, the side light will turn red when it is charging. Now, when it's done charging, the light will go off. So kind of give you an indicator whether or not it's charging or it's fully being charged. Not just only the side has lighting, but also the earbuds themselves have lighting. So what I have found really cool about this earbud is called the gaming earbud for a reason. I am not a gamer. I would consider myself maybe at the most a casual gamer. Now, some of the games I normally play would be like Candy Crush. Those type of game does not require much of sound. Like I don't even turn on the sound. Because the sound quality is just not there. I don't need to hear it. It's kind of just playing the game to pass the time anyway. So when I have to test this earbuds, I actually had to download some of the games. Ray, Shadow, and also Call of Duty. And I am blown by the sound quality of this gaming earbuds. So this has two different modes. One is gaming mode, and the other one obviously is just non-gaming mode. So the default mode is in non-gaming mode. And now the side of the earbud will be remain white when you put it on. When you triple tap on the right side of the earbud, then the whole earbud will turn red and you will hear the gaming mode turn on. Now when the gaming mode is turned on, everything sounds much crisp and more bass. Now, so when I'm playing the games, I will hear the noise as the sword comes down or the bullets being fired and even steps. So it was really cool and it gives you a really immersive experience when you're gaming. So when you turn the gaming mode on, not only the sound gets better, but also the latency gets ultra low. So what I mean by latency. So if you ever use wireless devices, you will sometimes notice there's a delay when you press something and when the device receives it. I would say this is as good as if you are putting a wired earbuds onto your phone. Now, another thing is that if you do listen to music with this earbuds, the sound quality is really good, but also this can have a connectivity to 33 feet of distance. So if you put your phone on a table and you walk away, you'll be still able to hear the music through your earbud. So the house we live in is a 2-story with a little bit over 2,200 square foot. So I put the phone on the second floor and I walk around the entire house. I was able to pick up the music throughout the entire house without any static or lost connection. Now, speaking of music, the way that you control the music while playing, for example, like Spotify, then the way that you pause play is just double click on either earphone to go to a previous song. Then you long press for 2 seconds on your left earphone. And for the next song, you long press for 2 seconds on the right earphone. Now, as far as for phone calls, there's nothing really to write home about. I don't have any issue to hear the caller, nor the caller have any issue hearing me. This earbud can also bring up your voice assistant. The way that you bring up the voice assistant is to triple tap on your left earphone. Now, if you want to turn off the light on your earphone, you can also do that as well. The way that you do it is 4 taps on either side of the earphone to turn that light off. I know there's a lot to be remembering off, but once you start using this earphone, it will come naturally. And the last thing I really like about this earbud is the price. At the time of filming, this earbud is running at $54.99 with a 20% off. So this essentially is a $45 earbud, and it packs a lot of good value in it. Obviously, with this low price, there's something that they sacrifice. Here are some of the issues I found with this earbuds. For one, there's no app support for the earbuds. TECNO has really good product, but if they also include an app or develop an app for this product, it will go even further. For one, you cannot control any of the settings. Now that's why they provide you with the triple tap function to bring up the game mode, which is turn on the bass and reduce the latency. Now if it comes with an app, then you can adjust even more settings with the app. Another issue with no app is that I can see how much battery I have left on the earphone via the Bluetooth column. Now because there's no app, there's no way for me to know how much battery left on for the case. If you are traveling outside and you use it quite often, then once you use up all the juice from the case, then there's no way for you to notice until it's too late. Granted, the battery life is really good on the earbud. They advertise for 5 hours straight for the earphone. And the case carrying another 20 hours of recharge. In my testing, I never used more than an hour with the earphone at the time. Every time I use 1 hour, the battery life dropped from 100 to 80%. Technically, I think the battery they advertise is real. That in itself is really good. But because there's no app, You cannot adjust the setting for the earbud, nor can you see the battery left on the case. Now this earbuds, I cannot find anywhere mentioned if it's waterproof or sweat proof. So if you're doing workout, I am not entirely sure this will be sweat proof. I am pretty sure this is not going to be waterproof. If you are gaming, then you probably need to stay put just to game and indoor. Speaking of indoor, this is not active noise cancellation. This is just noise cancellation. Because the seal seals up in your ear so well, it's not suitable when you are walking outside because you cannot hear anything around you. Now, if you're walking outside and playing games, well, obviously you shouldn't do that. Now, but just to have the earbuds on when you're walking outside, if there's a car coming or you need to cross the street, there's no way for you to know your surroundings. So that's a very dangerous thing. So keep that in mind when you're using this earbuds. Only use it indoor. The last thing I just wanted to mention is the cable that they provided, the USB cable, is very short. I think you can only connect that to your laptop or to your desktop. Definitely not something that can connect in terms of a longer distance. So I would suggest TECNO, either you provide a longer USB-C cable or just not provide one at all. It's just too short to be relevant. So anyway, that's my review of the TECNO G01. It's a really superb gaming earphone. If you don't have a gaming earphone, you should try one of this. It's really good. But just keep in mind, you should always use it indoor for safety reasons. If you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.